Munch, crunch, yum, yum. Munch, crunch, yum, yum. Munch, crunch, yum, yum. Mason Munchies.
How y'all doing? It's your girl Senya with Mason Munchies. And did you know that March is National Nutrition Month? And on this episode of Mason Munchies, we have a dietitian from Mason Dining and Sodexo here with us to talk about the different ways to make tasty, healthy, and feel-good pancakes. Yes, I said it, feel-good pancakes. Miss Mary Brown, please come on up.
I am the dietitian that works for Mason Dining here at George Mason. I work with students on an individual basis, and I help students with their food allergies and trying to find healthy choices in the dining halls and in all our dining locations across campus. So it's great to pair up with you, because that's a part of your show, is pairing things together that are inexpensive and good for you and taste good and easy to make for our students. So I'm excited to be here.
Thank you for coming.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Mason Dining's on our side. So I have a question for you. I'm a busy student, and sometimes I skip meals.
Okay.
So what is the most important part of, what is the most important meal for me to have as a student that I can get away with and still remain a bit, full throughout the day?
Breakfast is considered to be the most important meal of the day. So think about starting your morning off on an empty tank and going to classes hungry. And if those of you who've been really hungry and sat in class and your stomach's rumbling and you don't really concentrate as well, right, when you've eaten a healthy breakfast with some protein and some fruit and some healthy grains in it. So breakfast is very important, and breakfast actually, it means break fast. So you've been fasting while you sleep, and when you wake up, you want to break that fast because you already haven't eaten for 8 hours or so. So that's think of it that way, that it's really important to eat when you wake up to break your fast.
Today we made 3 different kind of pancakes. So the first kind of pancakes that we made are banana pancakes with oats, and we also have eggs, and we use some rice milk, and we use wheat flour. So this is a healthy option because,
well, you have the whole wheat flour, so you have a whole grain, which whole grains are a better choice for you because they keep you fuller longer versus just white flour. So you have that going for you, and then you have the peanut butter, which is some protein and fat, which will keep you satiated as well. And we have bananas, lots of potassium, so we have our fruit in there. And what else? We put some oats for some extra healthy grain, and eggs, so even more protein. So I like it when you can find a meal or find a food that has more than one food group. So this is called the My Plate. This is how dietitians' brains work into these 5 compartments. So I think when you can find a food that has more than one group, and in this case, it has 3 of the food groups. So we have protein from the milk and the peanut butter and the eggs. Well, we also have our dairy substitutes. So we have milk, and we have grains, and we have a fruit. So we actually got 4 out of the 5 into one pancake, which is pretty good. So you're doing well. You're starting the day off right.
Over here we have the same kind of pancakes, which are peanut butter, banana, wheat, and eggs as well. So the same recipe we used for this one, but this is gluten-free. So tell us about gluten-free. Why would anyone prefer gluten-free over regular pancakes? I mean, tell me about
That's
it.
a great question. And I don't admit this to everyone, but I will share this with you guys today. And actually, Cynthia and I did make these pancakes together, and I hope you get to see some of that film. But I said we need to make a gluten-free pancake because I actually avoid gluten, and I don't eat dairy as well. Those two items are just difficult for a lot of people to digest. So we keep that in mind in Mason Dining when we make our menus and recipes, that we want to think about vegans and people that can't eat gluten and different allergies and food intolerances. So dairy and gluten are very prevalent food allergies and intolerances that I always think about, and I don't eat them. That's why.
I have a question. So why do people become lactose intolerant?
It happens, it is more common as you get older, and it's actually, when you get to the age of 70, it's less common to be lactose tolerant than lactose intolerant. So it's just very common as you get older that you cannot digest cow's milk and those enzymes. So it's an enzyme deficiency that develops. And those enzymes that used to break down the lactose, which is the sugar in milk, aren't working like they used to. So you all of a sudden you have a tummy ache because the milk isn't being broken down and digested in the way that it had before. So good news, bad news, you can't have ice cream. So it's a blessing and a curse. It's a blessing and a curse, right?
I know, like I have to have maybe frozen yogurt. Is that an option without dairy?
Yeah, you can find some dairy-free frozen yogurts, or you can take a lactate tablet when you really want to indulge. So,
but I mean, it's been helping with my weight, I'll be honest.
Yeah,
I haven't.
It's a blessing and a curse.
Moving on, we have, guys, this is not pronounced quinoa.
Right.
It's pronounced quinoa.
Yes.
Quinoa.
Yes.
Okay, we made quinoa pancakes with apricots, and this is actually dairy-free. We had no milk, no eggs in it, and we're gonna talk about that. Why would anyone want to eat anything that looks like this?
So this is actually a vegan recipe. We didn't use eggs in this. We used rice milk, and we didn't use butter or anything like this in this recipe. So the quinoa is a great, really healthy grain because it has a lot of extra protein in the grain itself, and it's naturally gluten-free. So quinoa is a popular menu item for vegans, and this pancake would be a great choice for someone with a vegan lifestyle or not. It still has a lot of nutrients in the pancake. So even if you're not a vegan, you might want to try it.
So get in your kitchen and make some delicious pancakes and tag us at Mason_Munchies at Mason Dining on Instagram and Twitter. And I'm gonna probably try half of this. No, they're very filling. It's in my mouth.
They are really, really filling because we have, you have the milk and you have eggs and peanut butter and that extra protein, and some hearty grains can really make it like a full meal versus just taking the mix and adding water. Which you can take your mix, if there's a mix, we all grew up with that mix that we really like, then you can take that mix and you can add, I just recommend adding different things and kind of playing with it and customizing it. It's just, getting your fruits in and getting the extra fiber and vitamins in, getting some extra protein in. Try to make it as healthy as you can. We didn't add any sugar to these.
We didn't.
Mm-mm.
We added
It was
honey.
It was honey. And it's honey and maple syrup are sugar in a liquid form. So if you are going to make pancakes and you're going to put maple syrup on it, right? You probably don't need to put sugar in the mix.
Got it. So if a student wants to come speak to you or ask you any questions about nutrition, where can they find you? And are they allowed to come find you? Like, is this...
Yes, so students can meet with me or email me if they just have a quick question about ingredients or nutrition facts. Just email me, and you can find my information on the Mason Dining page.
Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Yes.
Is there anything coming up this month for students to mark their calendars?
Yes, so we have a few events. March 6th is the Mason Ninja Warrior and Health Fair, and it's going to be in front of Sub 1. And then March 21st, the well-being team is having their well-being day, and we're going to be in front of the Johnson Center setting up with activities and booths for the students. And then probably the biggest health fair of the year, which Cynthia will be with me on this day, Mason Mindful Munchies,
Yes.
is going to be March 29th, and that is the Health and Fitness Expo, and that is in Dewberry Hall. So we have over 80 vendors, and there's foods for you guys to come and try, healthy foods, and you can get a massage, and take some yoga, and there's something for everybody there that's interested in health and fitness. So you should come.
Well, you heard it here, all these dates. Remember, guys, eating healthy is not just in the month of March, but it's every day of your life. Be mindful about what you put in your body, because we only get one body in this lifetime. Make sure that you share your healthy options and what you're learning with your friends and family, because it's a team effort. You eat healthy and you don't know, it could rub off on somebody else. So thank you so much for tuning in on this episode of Mason Munchies.
Munch, crunch, yum, yum. Munch, crunch, yum, yum. Munch, crunch, yum, yum. Mason Munchies.